Hey Taurus, I want to do a December reading for you guys. I'm going to do Celtic Cross. I like doing those. It's an oldie but goodie and definitely gives us the juicy goods. Ooh. So, how is Saggy season treating you guys? I know we've already got a few signs that have moved into it, and I'm recording this on the 23rd, so it's like everything now, right? I mean, like, even the new moon. Super Saggy. Ooh, got that 5 of Wands reversed at the bottom of the deck. Wow, Taurus, some of you are standing up to some form of abuse or injustice, or you're ending some relationship you didn't think was very fair. What's crossing you is the Hermit. So that is actually your challenge right now, your obstacle, right? Introspection, or maybe people not allowing you to have time alone, or people around you that don't self-reflect. And what's beneath you is the 6 of Swords. So some of you guys have recently moved, or you are moving, or you are, you know, metaphorically leaving a situation, reiterating that again. In the recent past, you did have a new offer, you know, a physical offer. Some of you guys may have been offered a job. And what's crowning you is the Star card. Now, some tarot readers act like that's what you have. But in my traditional deck, the crowning is what you're trying to have, what you're wanting to attain. The best that can possibly happen is what you're aiming for, but do not have yet, okay? So this is something you may be, some of you may actually have your eye on an Aquarius that you're wanting to focus on. You may be leaving one person because you are wanting to focus on an Aquarius, or you're wanting to step out into your spotlight, into your limelight, and to start something new for yourself. In the near future, we have the 7 of Swords. So it's like, I feel like, you know, this could be a warning that whoever you're ending a relationship with may be trying to take something from you, okay? They may try to get away with something. It could also be you having to kind of sneak off with your things. Like, say you're living with someone and you want to end it quietly. You might legitimately just like pack your stuff while they're gone, and then they find out that way. And in the situation, oh God, really? Okay, so you've got 7 of Wands reversed. That could be anxiety. It can be embarrassment, you know? God, okay. And then in your, oh, yeah. In your environment, you have the 3 of Swords reversed. Somebody definitely has been doing some shady shit that's hurt you, you know? Now, in your hopes and fears, you have the King of Pentacles. If in your recent past you have the Ace of Pentacles, something new. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Okay, that is so weird. I really do think that some of you guys are already like eyeing someone else, and you are ending it with someone who hurt you, embarrassed you, just, you know, the whole relationship was kind of like, it was ugly, you know what I mean? You're kind of actually like, whoever this new person is that may be offering you a new start, you kind of like have your eye on them in an almost like imbalanced way. Because like I've said in some previous readings, when I have done the Celtic Cross, I've done it numerous times. Usually what you hope and fear, you don't get, because it's too imbalanced. You know what I mean? A lot of times what we want the most, we also fear, because we're not sure that's what's best for us. We can hyperfixate on what we think we want, but we also push it away from us, because in a way we're not ready for it. In a way we actually fear what it is we think we want. And if this is like what you're hoping and fearing, you might actually have your eyes on a very, very stable person, okay? Or some of you may actually really, really want to be stable for yourself and independent, okay? Some of you do have your eyes on Aquarius. Some of you want to be your own kind of like entrepreneurship. You want to be able to get out there and do your own thing. You want to be stable. But I do feel like this is a relationship situation because of the Three of Swords and everything. And the outcome is Knight of Wands. This is weird. Okay. For some of you, you definitely felt used up and kind of like hurt by a relationship. And you are kind of trying to sneak away from that relationship, and you're wanting to go towards an offer from someone else. The thing is the person you're focusing on is probably not going to be the person you end up with. The outcome is Knight of Wands. So you've got someone else coming in, you know, someone you didn't expect to stir things up. So it could be this person you're wanting to have as an ex. It could also be someone you don't even know yet, you know. This person is going to be coming in when you least expect it. You know, you're so focused on this person that you don't see this other person coming in. That's weird. Huh. Definitely want to clarify it. Who is the Knight of Wands? Is it you? Is it them? Ooh, it got, oh my, really? That's weird. Okay. I got literally 2 wands in a row. I'm getting a lot of fire energy, guys. Some of you guys are definitely dealing with a fire sign. If you aren't now, you will. Because this is just too much. It's wands everywhere. I've got 4 of wands, 5 of wands in a row, which is weird. How does that happen as much as I shuffle? Ace of wands, 6 of wands reversed. Jeez. Whoever this fire sign is coming in, they're gonna make you melt like butter. Okay? Because I got this too. They're gonna make you feel like you've never felt before. Let's see. So we've got 4 of wands. That is happy home, celebrating. We've got 5 of wands, which is conflict and struggle. We've got 5 of wands reversed at the bottom of the deck on that one. Ace of wands. That is definitely something new, creating a new relationship. We also have the 8 of swords, which is isolation, restriction. 6 of wands reversed. Okay, and that's like a fall from grace. It's kind of like, okay. Ugh. Okay. For some of you, really, you actually, okay. This is juicy. Some of you are definitely leaving one person for another. But it's not, you're going to end up with someone you didn't expect to end up with. And that person is definitely going to kind of like maybe ruin your reputation a little bit because you end up doing something you wouldn't normally do. Like you might actually be willing to let people judge you because this person makes you feel so much. They make you feel so good, you're willing to let people be mad at you. For some of you, this is definitely 2 scenarios taking place at the same time. Having the 8 of swords and the 6 of wands, and then over here having all of this good stuff, and then you still have the conflict and with the happy home thing. It's almost like one relationship is beginning before another one is ending. Okay? And then for some of you, because someone came in and shook up the relationship, it could be, you know, and also think about cross watchers. You think about the flipping things, reversing roles. What could be is that, you know, the person that you have ended things with or moved on from doesn't feel like things have ended or doesn't feel like things have moved on, right? And they're actually trying to like come in and take something back, continue a struggle. And I feel like, okay, this is hard to explain because oh my god, the Four of Pentacles reversed too. Um, letting go of things. Okay, I feel like somebody broke up a relationship in your life. Okay, a third party, whether it's with you or the other person. You may have had a third party person offer you a chance and out. Now, it doesn't even have to necessarily be cheating. It could actually have been someone saying, hey, your relationship's pretty unstable. Why don't you come move in with me or something? And it may not have worked out with that person, or it's not going to like you think it is. But because they got your wheels turning and they made you realize how unhealthy your relationship was, you looked at things and were like, wow, they're right. This person I'm with is embarrassing me in public. They make fun of me when we go out together. They talk down to me. I have to stand up to them. I have to move on from this because it's obviously not in my best interest. It's not healthy for me. But because one person got you to realize that, you're going to end up with a completely different person. Okay? So don't shoot the messenger here. This is just what I'm seeing. It's the weirdest thing. It's like one person sparks the realization that you need to move on or be more independent, and then someone else comes along and sweeps you off your feet. Okay? And this is you. By the end of December, this person is going to make you feel like you have never felt before. This is definitely a brand new, hot and heavy relationship with a fire sign. Okay? Now, it doesn't have to be a fire sign, but if it's not, they are going to look like one, feel like one, act like one. Scorpio sometimes they can bring a lot of passion to someone, and when they're in their Phoenix energy, can appear like a fire sign. It could be an Aquarius that has some fire in their macros. But whoever this other earth sign you were looking at, or this stable offer, is not really what you're going to end up with. What is ending has to do with a lot of swords. I really think some of you guys may have been with an air sign or breaking things up with one, or someone who was probably verbally abusive, or you fought a lot, or there's just way too much overthinking and over communicating that made the situation a bit like aggravating. I want to say aggravating, you know what I mean? Just frustrating. I really think that that's what this is for some of you, is that person that could be an air sign, or at least someone who communicates a lot, say like a Gemini or Aquarius or something, not a Libra, because Libras don't talk as much usually. But I feel like what for some of you, that person may have left you, or if they see that you're planning on leaving, they want to like tell you like something, like basically, they want it. This is like where you're at in the situation where you can be embarrassed and mistreated and stuff. And so is, the Eight of Swords reverse is like standing up to that. I think for some of you, this person is kind of like, okay, if we're going to end it, I'm going to tell you off, tell you everything that's wrong with you, and pick you apart and break you down, and then I'm going to run. You see what I'm saying? That's what I think someone is trying to do to you. So by the time this fiery energy comes in, you just had someone that told you every flaw and weakness you had, told you how worthless you were, told you how you mess up here, and here. And they basically picked you apart, stabbed you up with their little words, okay, or texts, whatever. And so, you're craving stability after all that. I mean, come on, you're a Taurus, for crying out loud. This is an offer you got in the recent past. This is what you hope or fear. But then here comes all of this fire. I mean, guys, I'm not kidding, okay? I think this is the past person, though, or your defensive-ness over what happened. But you've got this, you've got this, you've got this, you've got this. I mean, I'm just seeing, like, legitimately, with the outcome being the Knight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like I'm seeing, like, this negative wand energy that is left over from your defensiveness over all of the sword stuff going on. But then this fire sign comes in, or this fire energy anyway, and sweeps you off your feet, you know? So it may not make sense now, but if you wait till December is over, for those of you that this resonates, okay, like let's say if it doesn't resonate, of course, don't force it, right? But if for some of you, how I've described your situation makes sense and you have your eyes on something stable that's been offered to you recently, and you're thinking, no, that's the person I'm going to be with. No, that's the person I'm going to be with. Well, just wait it out. I see how December goes. You know what I'm saying? And then come back and see. So I think some of you right now feel pretty vulnerable. This other person really did pick you apart and probably said some ugly things to you in front of people or even on social media. You know what I'm saying? Because I've got the fox. The fox can be a very vulnerable feeling. You know, it can have wisdom, definitely, and learning when to come out and when to hide, but it can also make you a bit vulnerable in that you watch the show take place, but you're not really taking part in it because you feel too vulnerable to come out and speak up for yourself. We have the adder upright, and then we have the dog upright. This is some sexual energy with this fire sign, and this is loyalty and trust, okay? I think that this fire sign or this fire energy is going to come in and you're going to have such an instant sexual attraction to them. And because you've been so hurt, their kindness and their openness and their lack of judgment of you is going to make you feel like you can actually trust them. And that's what's going to break down your walls, you know, because you weren't really ready for this. I mean, you were ready, but you were looking for this stable kind of constant energy. You didn't expect or were ready for hot and heavy, but that's what's coming in. And it's going to make you feel a level of trust and ease you a little bit. You know what I mean? So I think it's going to kind of like tender up that heart that you've had to be so defensive over because of somebody that really did you dirty. So that's, and I got the B reversed at the bottom of the deck. I think whatever relationship has ended or is ending has made you feel really out of place, especially having the fox too. With it reversed, it's not knowing your place. Oh, wow. That's what I was thinking. What card was it that I was looking? Okay, I was going to say this and I was like, well, I hate to just sit there and tell you guys a laundry list of what all the cards mean. But not only is the dog and druid cards about loyalty and trust and that sort of stuff and standing up for what you believe in, standing up for what you're loyal to, but it also kind of, the dog actually helps you navigate things in the other world, sort of. Kind of helps you see things from a spiritual perspective. And it's strange because I got the high priestess, okay? I mean, that is like, I'm sorry, but I think that is, okay. I think this fiery energy coming in is going to help you tap back into your intuition. Like someone tried to tear you down, you're going to meet someone that helps build you up. And that can enable you by softening your heart, and the passion is going to heighten your intuition where you actually start to believe in yourself more than you have in a while. And you start to really trust that inner knowing, right? Let's see what it says. Mystery. Some things are not meant to be known intellectually, but are meant to be experienced through intuition. This card reminds me to trust that I have access to higher wisdom, and knowing when I tune in and trust my vibes. This is the time when mysteries will be revealed and I can grow as a result. So that's crazy. Wow. That is, I think you guys definitely have a ride coming. You know, it's going to be a good one. I know Jupiter is going to enter Aries on the 20th, okay? That's going to be fun. It's going to open up the doorway on December 20th. It's going to open up those doorways for creativity, being bold, We have full moon in Gemini on December 7th. Venus enters Capricorn on the 9th. Mercury enters Cap on the 6th. It does go retrograde on the 29th of December. That Capricorn energy, it will probably bring that stability that you need, that foundation, so you can actually build on a solid foundation, which I think you'll appreciate. And those of you who have made it this far, those of you who have liked and commented and subscribed, thank you guys so much. Since I've only been doing this for about a month, I appreciate it. I really, really do. I'm actually humbled by those who have been so kind to me. I am offering a few personal readings on my Etsy shop. It's just for the holiday season, for those having a very hectic social life. And then one for the new year, for all 4 seasons of the new year. I'm doing a very extended reading on that, focusing mostly on Akashic Tarot for those of you who really want to level up. And that reading is more for people who really want to face their soul ties or karmic lessons, those who are really wanting to know why they're repeating certain patterns, those who want to actually get in touch with their higher self and what is your purpose? Why are you here? What are you meant to do? It's a pretty intense type of reading, in-depth reading. If you want to check it out, I'm sure I have a lot of links, in my description. Anyway, I hope this works out for y'all. And I actually, gosh, guys, if this resonates with any of y'all and it happens, please come back and tell me, because this sounds so juicy. I love y'all. Bless you. Till next time.